Hello everyone and welcome to MCV Taste Love. My name is Zach Kellerman and today I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite dishes. Actually, I love all food, but I love this food so much because it's so versatile and you can use it in so many ways. I'm going to show you how to make gnocchi today with a pesto sauce. Okay, so very easy actually. We're going to start with the gnocchi. For the gnocchi we're going to need some potatoes. Okay, so depending how much you want to make, it's depending how many potatoes you're going to use at the end of the day. With that, for the gnocchi, we're going to use 1 egg and some all-purpose flour. That is going to make the gnocchi. Then the sauce I'm going to make with it, I'm going to use some basil pesto I have here. You can make your own or store-bought. Heavy cream over here, some peas, and some baby spinach. All of this is going to make one delicious dish. So, without further ado, let's get started on our gnocchi. The first thing we have to do is potatoes, because we have to boil these guys, and they boil for quite a while, like 30 to 40 minutes. So I'm going to first peel them. Going to make it easier later on. And in the pot it goes. I'm going to put it on so long, so it can start boiling. And the third one. Okay. So I'm going to bring this up to a boil and we're going to boil it for 30 to 40 minutes till it's nice and soft because we're going to have to mash them. So now you just check if your potatoes are ready. Use a fork, press it in, and if it falls off easily, it means they're ready. So these ones are ready. You can take them out. I want the water. Okay. Okay, so if the potatoes done, take them out and let them cool off a little bit just so that you can handle them with your hands. Then you should be able to work with them. Where the potatoes cool down, I can handle them now. They're nice and cold, so we can start making the gnocchi. Okay, so I'm going to grate the potato into the bowl. So I'm just going to do the 2 potatoes because I'm not making a massive amount. Okay, now in the bowl, you're going to have to use your hands for this. So we're going to go in with the egg. Then I'm just quickly going to mix it up. And then with the flour. So the flour depends, you need to feel the mixture and that's how you know it's going to be ready. There's no quantity really. When it stops being sticky, then you know it's ready. So do a little bit at a time. And then we have to go in with the hands. It's going to be sticky in the beginning till it comes together. It's getting more a doughy consistency now, which is good. Okay, so the mixture is coming together now. As you can see, it's a bit more one piece. It's not as sticky anymore. Okay, which is good. That means I'm going to take it out and knead it. Take some all-purpose flour. Okay, so now just roll it a little bit so you don't stick completely to it. So you see if it's still sticking like that, you need more flour. Okay, so I'm going to go in. Okay. So now that I've got a nice consistency on my dough and it isn't as sticky anymore, we can start rolling it out. You can see it's homemade gnocchi because it's not very even. Depending on how thick you want yours, this is fine for me. We can start cutting the gnocchi. If you don't have a gnocchi board, you can get a pattern on them just by going over a fork like that. And we'll give a little bit of a... So keep a little bit of flour in the thing you're putting in so they don't start sticking to each other. The same with the rest of the dough. Now we can cook the gnocchi. So in a pot, I'm going to bring water to a boil and some salt. Okay. So the water is starting at a nice boil, we can add the gnocchi. Carefully. So when you see it rise to the top and it stays at the top, that means they are ready. So if the bubbles are going to make them like go around and around and around, but when they stay at the top, it means it's cooked. So now we're going to use a saucepan here, depending how many ingredients you're using will depend how big the pan you're using. So I'm using some baby spinach and sauce and some peas, so I'm taking a bigger pan here. So I'm going to go in with some olive oil, first of all. Okay, the oil is quite nice and hot, so we're going to take the gnocchi now. If this is a long time, because you can make this beforehand and put it in an ice cold bath. So just take a big container with ice blocks and water in and keep it in there till you want to use it. I'm using mine right now, so it's all fine. They fry quite quickly. I'm going to go in with the peas along as well. Okay, so while that is cooking, I'm going to start the baby spinach along. Then we can go in with some salt and pepper because it hasn't been seasoned yet. So. With all that cooked, we're going to bring it all together. I'm going to use some cream, firstly. And then some basil pesto. Just give it literally 1 minute for all the flavors to come together and it's ready. So now with everything cooked, you can see the flavors have come together. We are ready to eat. We did it! We made gnocchi from scratch. Not everyone can make gnocchi from scratch. So if you did it, pat yourself on your shoulder and say like, we did it. And the smell is amazing. You smell the basil pesto, you get a little bit of the peas, like it smells so good. Gnocchi is one of my favorite things because firstly it's easy to make, and if it comes out like mine, you just say it's rustic and it's homemade. That's why it's not at the restaurant style, because if it's this perfect ones, people are gonna say like, oh, you bought it at the store. No, you can see I made it. So versatile, but it's still sophisticated with clear palettes of flavor in it. Well, let's try and taste and see if I did it justice today. Okay, so I'm gonna try with the sauce. First, let's try. The peas are still nice and firm because we fry it beforehand, before we add the sauce. It's nice and firm, so you get that little bit of the crunch in it. Because the gnocchi is very soft, so we don't want the peas to be soft as well. Now for the big one, the gnocchi. Okay, let's try a piece here. Very rustic. Very green, means it's healthy. It's also a very healthy meal if you think about it, okay? Not too much potatoes. I know the Westerners love potatoes, but it's also very healthy. So let's see if it came out okay. That gnocchi is so soft. It just melts in your mouth. It's yeah. It's got that harder exterior, that little bit of the cheese, and then you bite into it and it just like melts. Oh, and it's flavorful. Like this sauce goes so well with all of this. Okay, let's get some spinach as well. Like Popeye said, spinach makes you strong. Yeah. That baby spinach is amazing. It melts like butter in your mouth. This is, yeah. Such a, I promise you, if you're gonna plate this up to your friends, they're gonna be like, what? Did you make this all on your own? It's like, yeah, made it all from scratch. And like I said, gnocchi is such a, like, because the gnocchi itself doesn't have that much flavor. So it's all about that sauce you're going for. You can make a tomato sauce, you can make an arrabbiata, you can make a vodka sauce, you can make a pesto sauce. There's so many different sauces you can make. And then just put the gnocchi in it. And it's a whole different dish again. So if you mastered gnocchi, a whole new world opens up for you. I'm gonna have more. This is so yummy. So, thank you so much for cooking and tasting this delicious gnocchi with me today. If you like this video, please click like, subscribe to our channel MCV Taste Love. And if you like this video and you tried it at home, please comment and tell us how did it go. Or if you want to see me make something else, comment below and I will try my best. So until next time, I'm going to sign off, say goodbye, and enjoy this wonderful bowl of gnocchi.